Hey, hello friend, and welcome back once again to Gary Grigsby's War in the East. We're here in May 17th, turn 48. And, yeah, I'm about to lay, let's just say, the finishing touches to this particular turn. Now, I got these guys surrounded. I have no illusions about them very likely breaking this. At least for a turn. Then probably I can get back and... yeah. That's gonna be how that cycle continues. Now, this... I do have you guys there now. Basically, I would want to get to the Hungarians up to the river, but I'm not even at the Don yet. In fact, I'm quite a few hexes before the Don. So... well, I mean, getting the Don River in itself is not necessarily my priority here, but one thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get these Hungarians out there as well. They're gonna need to move up in there. So let's just see. They can go a reasonable amount, and I kind of need to box these guys in too. Alright. I got this Hungarian unit too. Let's get them in there and... funnily enough, yeah, I need you here. Funny that I can actually get the HQs right next to that and then undo it. Which is certainly not something I can do with anything else. Yeah, let's just get these guys together. Come on. I don't really mind if they take that over. Like I said, I'm gonna get the 17th Army out and move them... oh, that's not my plan. I moved them down, also for a bit of reorganization around Rostov. Yeah, so this is the 49th Mountain Corps. Stupid thing is, of course, I have hardly any mountain units in it. What I am going to do is I'm going to get all of these divisions and I'm going to put them on the actual Rostov hex. They're all going to refit as well for now, as I'm trying to get that 17th Army pretty much just out of everything here. If they can move a hex, then great. And I do have the 3rd Romanian Army trying to deal with things here now. So let's take an actual look at the Romanian Corps, because these are all 3rd. And the 3rd Romanian Corps has those 3. Fine. What is it with this motorized corps? It needs to move up. Keep those in check. Now, some of these guys are part of the 3rd Romanian Army. That's weird. Let's put the Romanian mountain units under the Mountain Romanian Corps. And then I have some cavalry under the Cavalry Romanian Corps, obviously. What are you part of? The Mountain Romanian Corps. Again, you should be part of the Mountain Romanian Corps. Mountain Romanian Corps here. Mountain Romanian Corps is probably going to be quite burdened here now, and it is. Cavalry, cavalry. So at least all of them are under some command. Okay, it seems like Taganrog is already full. Both of those are in the 52nd Corps. Let's send them down there too. And basically because I have these units there now, they don't need to be in that specific spot. Of course, I do have the 9th Infantry Division. The thing is that the 6th Army is going to help with attacking these guys, surrounding them, destroying them, but yeah, I can't be on that side. Nah. As much as I'd want to. Well, if they're going to be here, they're just going to do absolutely nothing. So, I'm just going to move these, and then I can deal with the Croatians. So, what I'm going to do here... They are at 80. That's not too bad. I'm also sending these up. Actually, let's keep them to guard Slavyansk. That's okay. I don't mind. This is rather unfortunate that they've crossed there. I have nothing to stop them. That might sound a bit weird, but these guys, any infantry that I have around this area, including Großdeutschland, these guys need to rest. There's no way they can launch a counteroffensive onto these guys. Even if I beat them, I'm still having to deal with this. There is just nothing. I just basically have to encircle, 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 and then hope that this is what will alleviate my my problems. You're part of 2nd Army. I'm gonna have to do that a bit differently. Because I currently have those 2 corps. But then where's your 3rd? It's all stuck up in there. So technically I need to make these guys part of the 2nd Army. It doesn't really help that much, but then put you under the 53rd. Being right next to enemy units and being in static mode does not help. At all. Alright. I do not feel like this is going to be that great of an attack, but or I'm not going to be able to hold very well here. But I can't really move in much further either way. The only thing that can get in here is these panzers. Again, it's somewhat better than nothing. So I'll deal with it. Didn't expect that to help, and indeed it did not get them to 2. Fine. Like, this is the weakest link here, these guys. One thing that I could do... This army is already very overburdened. $14 out of 9. What? That makes no sense. I need to do some serious reorganizing here too. This is the 5th Corps. I'm sorry, this is also, again, like... What do they have that makes it 9? The Finnish troop? This is the 38th. Yeah, it is like that. Okay. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They actually would have to move up in here. The 26th Corps. So 28th. So now you're at 9, you're at 7. So let's put these guys under this motorized corps. 9, 9, 9. 27. There is no real line there. It's out there from Ga. Let's start sending them down. I don't actually have a second line yet. Although I'm working on it. I have a yeah, I just straight up don't. Alright. Let's go to the 16th Army. Still part of Army Group North. And unfortunately, even Army Group North is overburdened at this stage. Still, they could take technically like one more. That's weird. Let's put you under the 5th. I'm not gonna attack there yet. So now I want you to be under the 20th. And you're going to be under the 10th. Alright. Technically, they can take one more. So let's put under the 1st Corps just this unit. And now they're at 26. It slightly unburdens the 3rd Panzer Army, which can take 6 more units. But I need those guys to take some slack off of the 9th Army. And that's why I'm looking at it that way. These guys pretty much gonna hold. I cannot take out either 10th motorized. There's no way. 227th is recovering. I got 2 motorized corps in there. Oh, you only have the 227th. The thing here is that I kind of need to put the 43rd Corps under the 3rd Panzer Army, but then I need them to take slightly less. Yeah. So, not only do I just need you to refit at Kaluga, like, this is not great, obviously, but 39th motorized. Let's go. And then you're at 0. But I'll put these guys on the 14th. Together with this. They're still slightly overburdened by just 1 unit. So I'll take a look. Also because the 9th Army needs to take the Remke Fallschirmjägers. So 9 out of 999. I would need to have another HQ. Of some sort. An HQ which has 0, something like that. This is... Yeah, I can do that. So what I can do here is I can move the 35th over here. Put them under the 9th Army, rather. There we go. And then the 35th will take like 3 units. 35th. Let's just say all of these. And this. So now that they have 2, I would still need to divide the artillery. Oh, they also don't have any artillery. The 28th Corps, eh? It's interesting that these are all under that. That's weird. What if I say... Can't even put them under these units. That's super weird. Well, what about this heavy howitzer? I also can't put them... Well, okay. That's really weird, but fine. Send them back to Italy. Let's put all this stuff under the 9th Army and hope that I remember that it shouldn't be under the 9th Army. Anyway. That means that I'm shuffling. These guys. This is the 27th. And that at least makes space in the 7th to take this. And what I'll do to make it a little bit harder on them is beat them through here. Now, I don't think... No, this is also across the river, so I can't like really beat them there. It would be nice to take a bit more space in that area, but... It's a real bummer they can't cross there either for now, but oh well. What are you part of? That motorized corps. Okay. Well, the thing is that if I have both of these... No. They were... I almost made it though, but they were a bit more powerful than I would have expected. Oh well. I would move these further, but I straight up can't. So this is basically the situation I'm kind of stuck with. I'll move you up and you down, making this also quite a mess. Fourth Army does not have a very large position. Alright, let's just take a look. So the 13th Corps should basically have all of these. And the... What are you part of that? Okay, so this is the 42nd, which can incorporate you. Okay. This will beef that up slightly. So now 9th Corps could dig that. Alright, that's looking a bit better, that's looking better. Seems like I've taken care of most of everything around here now. I'll leave that Panzer Division like that so they can more easily go down. This is no good, by the way. They would almost assuredly get routed, or a similar fate. Can still see these two units because I moved the unit from there and back, so we know there are still Soviet units at Tamanskaya. No way I'm getting the 4th Romanian Army over there yet, so I'm not trying. Alright, let's take a look at potential units that I might still have lying around. Oh, what the? Did it come today? Or this week? Yeah, I did. Wow. Hey, I will start working on this rail here. I'll just go. Because all my rail lines here are single rail lines, like the rail lines are really strained. Lots of deep orange or orange, so if I can get this extra lane here, it might unburden that just a little bit. And it shouldn't take them that much time to fix this small piece anyway. I don't need to get the rail over to Bugas. either way. So then after this, I'm gonna try and link up this rail line together with these, and then I'll see what's going on. Looking at the rail, they probably did something here. Yeah, they took a lot like that. Yeah, okay. I feel like I can continue looking at this. 713. So let's take a look whether the 4th remaining army can still take some, and they can. So let's put them there. After a while, let's look at the Hungarians. And nothing so far. Then the static division, I actually need to transfer it. Let's take a look. So we have the Balkans, which is doing well enough. Italy is good. Africa is good. Garrison. Then Axis reserves, Finland, Western Europe, and Norway. What do I have in the garrison that I might be able to get out? Additional security units. I can get some Hungarian troops, like some Hungarian light forces. I'd go for that. So I'll send the static unit to the garrison. And that will take 2 turns supposedly, but then afterwards I can send some other units out. 6th Mountain. Wow, 2 infantry divisions. I'm gonna send them over here to help with that encirclement. That is, I would say, the most important thing after all. These are all rail repair units. Yep. Alright, I need to get them under something, some command. I do believe 1st Panzer Army is already severely overburdened. One thing that I might do is get this let's put them under the 17th Army for now, which is not a great designation, obviously. Rather, in a while, I'll put them under the 6th, which is also very small at the moment. Alright, there we go. Any other units flying around? I don't think they would be. No. Do I need additional depots? Putting additional depots here is like it's not very useful. Alright, so let's see what the enemy turn brings. It's probably not... like, they're gonna break out. I really don't feel like they are not going to. But I can probably re-encircle them. And then hopefully... the thing is that each turn with encirclements like this is going to be a little bit better. They have less chance to break out. And then eventually things will be a lot easier. And let's just say we pocket like 300,000 troops or whatever, then still at the very least what will happen is that they need those 300,000 from somewhere else. Weakening their front line, making sure that they make less attacks in other places, although it will probably still be pretty rough. They'll probably be able to take most of those units from down there. So, it's... and this is obviously not great. They will break this. Like, there's no doubt in my mind, this is not very good. I acknowledge that 100%. It's just, you know, it's just, I don't know. It's maybe more of a diversion, something like that. I don't know. Air combat. Wow. Against the recon units. I wonder if they have escorts. I can't see that, obviously, but... eh. I'm also taking 0 cities, except for Belev, I guess. Then, yeah, this is a 2. They can easily just do a heavy attack and then kick them out. 4-2. I do find it very weird because they're saying Soviets move isolated units and they kind of don't do that. So that really must then come from somewhere else. I like that they attack here because then they'll have less power down there. But they held. Wow. Interesting. And now they're too weak to do another serious heavy attack on that, I think, with the cavalry. And next turn I'm definitely going to attack with all 3 of those to strain the line. That will save me another infantry division that I can pull out of that army. This is holding. Wow. I retook Muzhaisk, of course, just because I want to be a bitch. It's just, I'm getting all the luck, at least up till now. Holy smokes. Looking by these odds at start, I would not say that those units would hold. Not at all, but even on that first try. Alright, well, fine. Very much fine, even. Actually, that's what's happening. They're attacking there, but I'm holding again so far, which is nice. They now have double stacks instead of triple stacks there, at least. 62 tanks. Knock me down another notch there. Can see them retreat. Okay. Not really sure what's up there. One thing that I could do here is re-encircle if they don't put too many units there. But I kind of like what I'm seeing so far. These guys can still move a lot, so don't get me wrong. I could totally see them, you know, getting there. For example, with 20 movement, you could do a lot with 20 movement. Yeah, so 14, 15. What are they attacking? 60, huh? This would hold that line, actually, interestingly enough. I would need to take a look back to see, like, how many panzers I lost there. Okay. That's so... I don't know what that is. really curious whether I'll be allowed to get into Bologu on the next turn. I would not count on it, but taking Bologu cuts off these units here, making them kind of like, probably like retreat. I mean, they do have supply, but what are they going to do? They're going to use... Well, they can go by truck, I guess. It's not... Yeah, there we go. I mean, it was to be expected that... Not sure if they're going to go any further. They could attack there too. I can see this retreating as well. We'll see. Yeah, this was a really bad idea. Oh, God. Jesus. Given the way things are, I'm actually a bit surprised that they're still so forceful everywhere. Holy smoke. Also that they have these tank core. That's... Wow. Okay. Well, this is exactly the reason why I need to encircle Soviet troops. Because there are plenty of fronts where I'm kind of not doing very well. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. You're encircled. Like, it's a nice breakout attempt, but you should have done it there. Okay. Surely does make you wonder where those Soviet units are gonna go to. Eventually. I don't know what they have here, but I could probably just cut it off. So... They're now forming front line, so that other attack went absolutely disastrously. Like I said, I kind of expected that by the way things were looking. One unfortunate thing is that there's mud everywhere now, once again, so I will rather have to consolidate, which sucks because I desperately need to, you know, get rid of Soviet units once again. They have a bunch of units here. Also not happy with that. Okay. The thing that I find, did they just not get breakthrough? I'm gonna have to take a look there because that's very interesting. Of course, this stuff is going to take pretty long once again. Mexico. The only slightly positive thing is that we're also getting better fort levels in some areas, which might help, but not that much. We have 1 extra point. Interesting. Axis 42 counteroffensive. Rommel's counteroffensive heats up with the Battle of Gazala and drive into Egypt. North Africa theater box ground combat intensity increases to medium, and air combat intensity increases to high. You have an Axis garrison in Western Europe, which gives us 1 VP, 1 AP. Spartans, all of North America. On May 14th, 1942, the Mexican tanker Potrero del Llano is sunk by U-564. The tanker was sailing unescorted from Tampico to New York City with 6,132 tons of petroleum. She was sighted by U-564 while east of the coast of U.S. Florida. The German commander noticed the unilluminated flag painted on the side of the ship, but misidentified it as the Italian flag. Since only ships of the Mexican Navy were permitted to display the Mexican flag with the eagle in the center, the flag shown by the Potrero del Llano resembled the Italian one. Having decided that the tanker's position and course meant that she could not be Italian, U-564 sank her with the loss of 13 of her crew. Up to this point, Mexico had remained neutral. On May 21st, the Mexican Foreign Office reported that Germany refused to accept Mexico's protest against the sinking of the tanker. The following day, the Mexican government announced its first ever declaration of war. All of North America is now involved in the fight against the Axis powers. Note picture: the Potrero del Llano burns close to the Florida coast after being torpedoed. It surprisingly held. They are isolated. Okay, well that's positive. At least. It seems like I can now beat these guys back because they have reduced the amount of units there. Interestingly enough, they're putting a bit more units out there as well. And they've decided that this is also going to be important. It means that just indeed that they're a little bit weaker on some other sides. I might be able to repocket like here, I think. I know that this was a very bad thing there, but it's still raining next turn, slightly less, but that probably means that the ground is going to be the exact same. Oh, yeah. My potential next encirclement, now that I'm basically at this, is kind of like if I go to Bukukar and then move down, that will make me create a second pocket down here as well on this side of the Don Bend, and hopefully snag a lot more forces. Look at all these tank corps that they got stacked there. I would sure like to snag those. Another tank corps, another tank corps. I mean, look at this. This is just 6 tank corps. How many tanks do these guys have? Total AFVs. They have almost as many AFVs as we do. That's a lot. Anyway, with my recent offensive, it seems like now the total amount of Soviet men is at least stagnant for the time being, which is of course good because it means that I can snack myself a little bit more territory, which is what I want. Yeah, also let's look up here. It seems like they this will be tough, but I can break it. They do put serious stacks there now, which is good because this is just a diversion, of course, and I'll eventually just go and dig in. Not sure yet when. They did put a strong force in Bologu, so it's not going to be easy getting in there either. I can beat this unit south of Dorjok. I still need to attack there, but the more space I get here, the better. Like, I need to free up room there. Then out here, I can also start pushing a little bit towards this side from here. Like, these forces are relatively weak, I think, and that will help me a little bit. They still have significant forces there too. It does look like they're, you know, slightly weakening out here too. Might even, it's unlikely, but if I can beat them across the, I think this is also the Oka. No, it's not. It's the Lama River. Okay. Well, that's still fine. This is still problematic, but I can attack them there too next turn. Not likely pushing them back, but I might. Yeah, we'll see. It's interesting to see that the Soviets are really like trying to beef up there. Whereas I don't really care about that much. And as I said, basically I need to take Stalingrad and one other thing. Like Voronezh Stalingrad will do it. So I don't really see myself pushing up north, I guess. I could do that, maybe. But they also have a lot of rail lines they can relatively easily move out. Whereas here, if I encircle, or if I basically go up here and then here, they just have no way of escape because they don't have any rail lines. And that's kind of what makes it a bit easier, is that, you know, I can do that and be relatively fine. That makes it tough for them to break the encirclement too, because they cannot rail their units in there. And because the AI doesn't have any teleportation, now it's relatively okay, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please do consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye.